All right, what's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about a kind of familiar sounding topic, one that reminds me a little bit of Zachary Levi in just about a few weeks before the release of Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Jason Momoa has came out and said he believes Aquaman will absolutely be involved in the DCU. James Gunn and Peter Safran's potentially rebooted DCU. We know they're recasting Superman and Batman. And there's been a lot of questions ever since the announcement of the DCU. Who else is going to be getting recast? Is Wonder Woman? Is Shazam? Aquaman? The Flash? Etc. In an interview with Total Film, Momoa had this to say. Peter Safran's my brother on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and is a dear friend. I absolutely think Aquaman will be involved in the DCU. It's on, bro. There's no one bigger than Aquaman. But also, I hope people are excited to see the new one. It's fun. I really enjoy doing comedy. There's some really funny stuff with Patrick Wilson. I really adore him. We had a great time working together. It's like we're brothers. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in this one. Now, Momoa's comments do contradict some of the recent rumors about The Last Kingdom's test screenings being quote-unquote disastrous, as some were stating. But this does remind me of the Zachary Levi Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong on this, because I could be way out of line, way out of my reach, but I myself am not necessarily feeling a huge sense of hype for Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. Even though I did enjoy the first one. I didn't think it was amazing, but I had a fun time, and I certainly really like Jason Momoa in this role as Aquaman. I know a lot of people are really excited to see him take on Lobo in the DCU, and I am as well, but I would still be a little disappointed in not getting to see him continue on as Aquaman. I love him as Aquaman. That being said, everything we've heard about Aquaman and Lost Kingdom has kind of been negative from the get-go. Whether it's been delays, pushbacks, rewrites, overall just questions of Jason Momoa's future as this character before this film is even released. And that is the same fate for the rest of the DCU films, or the last few that are left to be released, is why should we care about this DCEU universe when the previous two regimes that ran it didn't care about it, being Kevin Tsujihara and to some degrees AT&T, and this is a universe that doesn't have a Superman anymore. This is a universe that doesn't have a Batman anymore. This is a universe, well, at least up until The Flash, and there's a potential that he could still show up in Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, but all the reports have said that the Henry Cavill Superman scenes are taken out of The Flash. They were cut. Same with Ben Affleck's scenes in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And so there's a good chance that this universe doesn't have a Batman or Superman anymore, and we'll never see them again. And it's still a question if we're going to see Gal Gadot return as Wonder Woman after Shazam: Fury of the Gods, after another possible DCEU movie. No spoilers here. But it's hard to be invested in a universe that doesn't have a Superman anymore, doesn't have a Batman, probably doesn't have a Wonder Woman, might not have an Aquaman after this movie, doesn't have a Shazam, didn't have a Black Adam in the same month that Black Adam was still in theaters. We knew we were never going to see him again, basically. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion at that point, which would include the Justice Society as well. At this point, it really feels like unless your movie makes a bunch of money, you're not going to carry over into the DCU. Now, that is just an assumption. That is 100% just an assumption. Could be dead ass wrong on that. As far as we know, Zachary Levi could absolutely continue in the DCU. But when Jason Momoa is saying comments like, hey, Peter Safran's my brother, Zachary Levi said the same thing. They both believe that their characters will be involved in the DCU, and prior to their films being released, both of them alluded to the fact that people need to be excited to see this movie and to go out and see it in order for them to get to be able to continue playing these characters. Even David F. Sandberg, within a few days of the movie being released, said he knew this was coming. And I got a feeling that Zachary Levi at least had an inkling that this was a possibility. And I'm wondering if James Wan and Jason Momoa are now getting a sense of, oh crap, we just saw what happened to Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Shazam: Fury of the Gods was a bomb. and there's a potential possibility that David F. Sandberg will never direct another Shazam movie, and Zachary Levi may never return as the role. All of these questions carry on into the next DCU movie until the last DCEU film has been released. I myself am still excited to see the movie, and I think a lot more people will have a better idea, at least, of how they feel once we get a full-on trailer. But hey, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about these comments from Jason Momoa? Do you see some similarities in some of the things he's saying and some of the things that Zachary Levi was saying prior to Fury of the Gods' theatrical release? Do you think there's something to it? And overall, where is your anticipation level for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, have a great day.